What's good, foodie fam? Welcome to Palmaya, the all-inclusive wellness resort in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. The resort features locally sourced plant-based cuisine, a secluded white sand beach, private terraces, infinity pools, the works. We're going to go on a legendary food tour exploring 4 of their on-site plant-based restaurants. I can't wait to share my experiences with you, the good and the bad, in this video right now. I don't know about y'all, but traveling while vegan can sometimes require a ton of planning. I mean, it's exhausting. So I was thrilled to find Palmaya, a place to luxuriate where plant-based eating is a breeze. The first stop on my food tour was Palmaya's beachfront restaurant, Su Casa. Su Casa serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner with an expansive menu, including everything from waffles and vegan omelets to vegan quesadillas. Speaking of quesadillas, that's what I chose for my first meal. Normally, I wouldn't try to eat a quesadilla with a fork, but I could tell I was going to make a mess just by looking at it. And I did. I haven't had the best food experiences with all-inclusive restaurants, so I had really low expectations, which is probably a good thing because this quesadilla was way better than I expected. As we head to the next stop on this vegan food tour, I wanted to show you the beautiful scenery that surrounds you while on the Palmaya Resort. You're smack dab in the middle between the jungle and the beach, and that's not an exaggeration. The next stop on this vegan food tour is Ume. Ume is Palmaya's Asian-inspired restaurant, and some of my favorite food comes from Asian countries, so I went in on this menu. Before ordering, I was served a cute little bowl of edamame and seaweed salad, and we've all had edamame before, but this was bomb. I don't know what they put on that edamame, but between the salts and like the soy sauce, I don't know, it was something special. For my first entree, I decided to get the Yin Yang Bao. So listen, I have a really special relationship with bao buns. I love them, and it's really difficult for me to find bomb vegan bao buns, so I typically don't get them when I see them on a menu. But I found them, and I found them in Mexico, y'all. These bao buns were made with rice flour and activated charcoal steamed buns. They were filled with battered pickled oyster mushrooms, get into it, roasted garlic, vegan mayo, mango miso rice vinegar sauce, and seasoned organic greens. I ate every single one of these bao buns unabashedly, unashamed. They were so good. By far, one of the best vegan bao buns I've had in my life. Now, one might assume because I just housed 4 bao buns by myself that I probably wouldn't be hungry anymore, but one would be wrong. I decided to also order their omakase. When was the last time you've seen food this pretty? I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. All of the colors, goodness gracious. But sadly, it looked much better than it tasted. Personally, I'm not a big fan of fruit being in my food. I love fruit in my dessert, but not in my entree. I don't know. Do you like fruit in your food? Let me know down in the comments. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm weird. I still ate it though. Even though it was free, we still don't waste food over here. While I didn't love the omakase, I was really looking forward to dessert. I got the volcano, which is described as matcha molten cake, turmeric tuile, cinnamon and vanilla air, and black tea ice cream. Raise your hand if you've ever had cinnamon vanilla air. Yeah, me either, but I did this night, and it was delicious. In fact, when I got back home, I Googled cinnamon and vanilla air just to see if it was something I could purchase from the store. Turns out you cannot, so there's that. As I concluded the first day of the vegan food tour at Palmaya, I caught this beautiful sunset that I just had to share with you all. The next morning, after my daily yoga session, I decided to take a bike ride through the grounds, and I stumbled across this cute little garden with fresh herbs, fresh aloe that's used in a lot of the dishes on site. Since Su Casa is the only restaurant at Palmaya that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I decided to make this the next stop on the vegan food tour for breakfast. I started with the waffles, and it was served with vegan butter, caramelized banana with seasonal fruit, and warm berry compote. It could have just been me, but I had some trouble with the waffle. It put up a fight, as you can see. Eventually, I decided to ditch the knife and fork and be a savage with it and just use my hands. It was more efficient. Once I was able to successfully break off a piece of the waffle, it was actually quite tasty, albeit overcooked, but tasty. The vegan butter was phenomenal, but that berry compote was something else. I also decided to get the shiitake mushroom vegan omelet. It was made with shiitake mushrooms, spicy peanut sauce, nutritional yeast, basil panko, sauteed greens, and onion chips. As you can probably tell by my face, I am unimpressed. I should probably just stop ordering egg dishes while I'm out because I never like them. I make really great tofu scrambles and really great chickpea omelets, so I have really high expectations. Have you had a really great vegan omelet while out? If so, tell me where in the comments because I've yet to enjoy anyone else's but mine. For lunch, I headed over to Charlie's Vegan Tacos pop-up food truck. That's a lot to say, but that is the whole name. I got one of each of the tacos on the menu and I wasn't ready. As I was walking over, I saw a few other guests from the Palmaya Resort and they told me that these tacos were the best tacos they've ever had in their life. I mean, I lived in Southern California for 5 years, so I was like, okay, sure, thinking I knew what really good tacos tasted like. Nah. These tacos were phenomenal. They were so good, in fact, I had to stop and tell the chef how bomb they were.
Excuse me? Sir? It's very good. No. No. It's very good. So good. Oh my gosh.
I can't stress this enough. These are hands down the best tacos I've ever had in my life, vegan or otherwise. Don't at me. Not only were the tacos bomb, but so were the desserts. I started with the raw vegan chocolate brownie. I mean, Charlie's Vegan Tacos pop-up food truck, who exactly do you think you are? I mean, who assaults someone's taste buds like this with no warning? This chocolate brownie was so bomb. I don't even like brownies. I don't really love chocolate like that. So this was just, it just was. I also decided to get the raw vegan cheesecake because why not? And it was so smooth and decadent and creamy. It was perfect. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I went to Charlie's Vegan Tacos pop-up food truck every day that I was at Palmaya. And I'm not ashamed of it. The next stop on the vegan food tour is Lek, Palmaya's native Mexican restaurant, and as you can see, it's stunning. I was most excited about Lek because I'm used to Americanized Mexican food and I don't know if I've truly had authentic Mexican flavors, so I was really looking forward to the menu selection. Before ordering my entree, I was served a black bean soup type dish with vegan cheese on top. It wasn't on the menu, so I don't know exactly what it's called, so we're just gonna go with black bean soup. I'm a huge soup fan and could eat it any time of the year, winter, spring, fall, summer, doesn't matter much to me. But this one was uneventful. It was bland and totally forgettable. So we're gonna speed on past this one. Also not on the menu, but served as an appetizer before ordering the entree, were homemade taro chips and a dipping sauce of mixed vegetables, oil, and a vegan cream. The chips were so delicate, I thought I was gonna break them by just touching them, but they were really tasty and served as a nice base for the vegan cream. Speaking of the vegan cream, the flavors caught me completely off guard. I don't know if I've ever had these flavors before. When I was speaking with the chef, he shared with me that they're hyper-local flavors typically found in small towns in Mexico. It was absolutely delicious. For my entree, I decided to get the tlapique. I hope I'm saying that right because my waiter and I practiced extensively and I told him I would say it right. Anyway, it was made with charcoal milled grilled vegetables and it was wrapped in a corn leaf with confit garlic, Rocado Blanco vinaigrette sauce, mashed plantain, radishes, and roasted sunflower seeds. And I hate to say this, but this was my least favorite meal while out Palmaya. It was the charcoal flavor to me, it was just way too strong. The desserts, however, were stupid. I started with the churros, and they were served with plant-based meringue and red berries. If Palmaya doesn't know how to do anything right, they know how to do desserts. I'm smiling just thinking about these churros now. They were so flaky and warm, and they like melted in your mouth. That's joy that you see on my face. Pure joy and bliss. I also decided to get the marquesita, a local dessert filled with sweet potato and chocolate cream served with plant-based cheese. Now hear me out, because I know I keep getting double desserts, but they were small, and in my defense, I'm on vacation and I'm a food vlogger, so let me be great. If you're wondering if this was as good as it looks, the answer is yes. Yes, it was. Imagine a Mexican twist on like a cannoli, and cannolis are my favorite dessert of all time. I don't get vegan cannolis often, so this marquesita was everything I hoped it would be. The next morning, on the way to breakfast, I came across a beautiful statue. If anyone knows what it is, let me know down in the comments. For breakfast, I headed back down to Su Casa and started with a chia bowl. It came with activated chia seeds, and it was blended with mango, ginger, and coconut milk. It was loaded with cacao nibs, orange-infused date berries, and basil leaves. This dish was delicious. I don't really love chia seed bowls. I never can get it right when I make it myself. I haven't had one at a store or from a restaurant that I've loved. This one was a winner. It was delightfully sweet. The fruit and the cacao nibs were such a nice combination. Absolutely love this. I also got the chilaquiles. I mean, how could I not? They were made with crispy tortilla chips, beans, charred tomato salsa, and it was topped with plant-based sour cream, plant-based cheese, avocado, lime, oregano, and it was infused with pickled red onion and cilantro. I got the half portion, but I probably should have gotten the whole because these were chef's kiss bomb. I've only had chilaquiles maybe 2 or 3 times, but this is what all chilaquiles should taste like. They were amazing. I went back to Charlie's Vegan Tacos pop-up truck for lunch, but I'll spare you the video. At this point, I just like saying the name of the food truck, but my final stop on this vegan food tour is at Mar de Olivo, Palmaya's Mediterranean-inspired restaurant. Being on a Mexican resort, I wasn't exactly expecting to see a menu full of pasta dishes, but I ain't mad at it. I started with the caprese salad, but I didn't film it for some odd reason, so let's skip to the good part. For my entree, I got the tagliatelle pasta. It was with homemade carbonara sauce, tofu bacon, a veggie egg yolk, yes, a veggie egg yolk, vegan Parmesan cheese, and parsley. I was clearly excited by the veggie egg yolk, but would it meet my expectations? The good news is, it did. The tofu bacon was hitting, the carbonara sauce was creamy and nice and salty and had all of this flavor. The noodles were perfectly al dente and the egg yolk was convincing. I don't know whether I expected this to be bad or what, but your girl was pleased. You're probably wondering if I got dessert. And yes, I did. 2 in fact. The first one being their Catalan cream. It was caramelized vanilla cream with a sugarcane crust, and if we're being honest here, foodie fam, which I feel like we can be because we're friends, this left me speechless. This dessert is basically a vegan creme brulee. I haven't had creme brulee since becoming vegan. This goes to show you that all food can be veganized. The second dessert I had was their tiramisu. It was made with spiced sponge cake with coffee essence, plant-based mascarpone cheese, and organic cocoa. Palmaya really has it figured out when it comes to plant-based food, and this tiramisu was no exception. It was phenomenal. And maybe I'm just a dessert lover and just have a fondness and appreciation of really great desserts, but it was fire. I'm blown away that a place like Palmaya exists. A luxury, vegan, all-inclusive resort that removes the complexity and thought of planning food while on vacation. I wish I would have found it sooner, and I'm definitely going to visit again. If you all visit Palmaya Resort, let me know what your experience is. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Until next time, friends.